liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp. Really? Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man. He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah, what's good? Back reporting live from the plaza. Hey, your boy has done it again. Katt Williams just dropped another podcast, or should I say Willie D dropped another podcast. That's a pause, by the way. But yeah, I just dropped the next one and he just went hard on Ricky Smiley again. You can see Willie D played it calm. He didn't want to go too into it. You know what I mean? He didn't want to go into the Kevin Hart stuff. He didn't get into the Steve Harvey stuff. Now, is that because he's got certain relationships, but he still wants the views? I don't know. But it was a more professional interview. I mean, my review of this interview in general, they was talking about some random comedian. For a minute, that was kind of Willie D's thing. He was pushing that Houston, I can't even pronounce his name. They was pushing that hard. That took out at least 10 minutes of the interview. Weren't really necessary. And I see what Willie D's doing. He kept it professional. He didn't perform for the peanut gallery, for the fans. He just wanted to give a professional interview. But I mean, when Katt's hot like this, sometimes you gotta just get onto the hot topics. Now, whether there was a conversation that was had before the interview started, where he said, listen, don't ask me about them, man. You know what I mean? You heard what I said on that podcast, don't ask me. So he tried to go another angle, but I don't know, man. It's like, it weren't what I expected. When I looked at the titling of the podcast, I thought, okay, he's gonna be dropping some stuff again, but it was light. But he made sure to get out your boy Ricky Smiley. Now this is a bit mad because I can't lie, like Ricky Smiley, he's probably the one that wants the least smoke out of all the people that Katt kind of got at on his last interview. And then, as I said earlier on one of my other videos, he was just crying, apparently because his son was dying, but the timing's a bit coincidental. But yeah, like, he don't really seem like he wants the smoke. And I was even watching a video of him recently and he was saying, look, the last time you see Katt, he was with his granddad. And, he introduced his granddad to Katt. His granddad was happy to meet Katt and they had coffee together and he thought everything was all good. But just looking how Katt's moving on this interview, he seems like one of them people, look, he's just going to say how it is, man. He don't care about no relationships, nothing. Like, however he's feeling at that time, he's just going to say it. So, yeah, he went crazy on him for wearing the dress. I'm not going to lie. Any new comedians, especially black comedians coming up, stay away from the dress. Just leave it now. Just stay away from it because people are getting hit up left, right and centre for this dress thing. You know what I mean? And to be fair, the dress thing is not really cool like that. It's not cool. Like, I don't know why the dress thing was a thing in the first place. There's nothing funny. No one says, yo, do you remember when that guy was wearing the dress? That was hilarious. No one says that. I mean, you got them classics back in the day like Mr. Doubtfire, but other than that, I'm not really rocking with the dress thing. Big Mama's House was serious. It was serious as well. It was a funny film, but in this era now, just leave it. Just cast a woman. We don't need man playing women. Do you know what I mean? It's not comedy. It's only comedy to a certain demographic, and that demographic more than likely is not your target market. Do you know? If it is your target market, boy, I ain't got nothing to say. But you know how it goes. Certain people are going to be mad at me for posting this. Don't get mad at me. I'm just reporting live from the plaza.